Hello, this is Pat, and I'm running for Trinidad Mayor. And what I've been trying to do is do specific messages to specific areas of our community, constituencies, folks, you, with regards to let you know a little bit more about who I am, kind of how I think, and what kind of support and leadership you should expect from me. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in here and share my screen, and we'll do this. This message right here kind of goes out to our police, our fire department, EMTs, and the ambulance district personnel. Little background: I spent 14 years in the Air Force during 76 till, well, started in 1976, so 14 years from then. I was on the Fraser Town Council. I was the mayor of Fraser, and after the tank attack, and most folks know a little bit about that in Granby. Prior to that, we relied on the county sheriff department for our communities. After that, I helped lead us in creating our own police department. And so I've been involved in creating a police department, which means that I'm not interested in defunding police departments. Appreciation. You all have challenging jobs, and you love them. We as a community need to provide more support, and I think we can. I think there's some opportunities for the community to help police the community. We want each of you to come home at the end of a workday. My oldest brother was also in the Air Force, 2 tours in Da Nang, and he was a cop. So we have some police officers and firefighters in our family. You're valued members of this community, and I think you know it. And sometimes you hear a small group of folks say things. Now, certainly, can there be improvements? Yeah. I think there can be, and I think there should be. So, but you're going to be supported. This is some of my positions on this, and I'll look away from the camera just a little bit. I'm never going to be a defunder. It's actually going to be the opposite. I want to make sure the funding's in place for each of you to do your mission. After that tank attack, we helped create that. I'd like to start a conversation of adding some de-escalation personnel to the police department. Not every time does a police officer need to go on a call. And I think we send you sometimes places to where we've set you up for maybe not success. And so I'd like to maybe certainly do de-escalation training along with training. And I understand many of our officers, we've got some officers here that have been here for a long time. They love this community. And again, they're valued. But we have a lot of officers that come in, they become police officers, they're here for a little bit of training, and then they move up the ladder in other bigger communities, and that makes sense for them in their career. But I do want those that stay here to receive as much training as they possibly can. I want to certainly help the police department create even a closer relationship with our social net service providers. I think that level of communication will help in a lot of areas. You're going to find me to be a supporter and an advocate of neighborhood watch programs. And I'd like to maybe look at some technology with regards to that. A simple way of thinking of that would be the app Nextdoor. Okay, so if you get a chance, go look at the app Nextdoor. I know some of the folks that within the upper ranks of that company from other technology work I've done in my past. And so I've already started talking to them about how can they do some things to really help a city do this rather than just a neighborhood. Okay. So I am an advocate, and this is sensitive, I understand, but I am an advocate and a supporter of the police, of a voluntary video feed cooperation between businesses. That's where I think this needs to start. Those in our core business area, businesses, and the police department. The reason for that is I think it would help with investigations. I think it would help get evidence together to make sure that when somebody is charged with a crime, that we actually can move them through the process to get them the help they need and to make sure that justice is served. So I want to make sure that we're doing whatever we can to increase the investigation tools, technologies, and tactics that our police force have. And again, that's in order to prosecute real crimes. I'd like the police to concentrate a little bit more of time on that area of it. And I think, certainly, I think you guys can use some support in that area. I want to make sure that when I'm talking to any officials at the state or any of our higher level elected officials, that we're asking them for support for our police department. I think CBI and some other organizations might be able to help us there. I certainly have a great relationship with the county commissioners, and I see a great opportunity for the 3 of them and the 7 of us, so the 10 folks, city council and the county commissioners. I see us working closer together. Like I said, I was involved in Fraser Winter Park working with the county sheriff's department to create a police department for our 2 towns that served everyone better. Everything kind of improved. All ships were able to rise during that area. I also want to take that 10 group of the club 10, and work with the district attorney to find out where are the cracks, where are the real issues, where are the problems with regards to actually in working the investigation to prosecution to sentencing that's fair and just for all of us, for the community. And I'm going to have a pretty open door policy well, this goes for everybody. I'm just going to take the door off the hinge. If I were to have a door, there's not going to there'll be a doorway. So you'll find me very easy to communicate and always available. With regards to fire and EMT, I want to again work to make sure funding is a place for you to do your mission. There are dollars available on the sidelines right now due to COVID and due to some of the other federal and state initiatives. And I want to make sure that we're moving forward and making sure that your department has access to those dollars. And if it's utilizing our grant writer or working closer with you to where you need to be, we want to make sure that if there are dollars available, that our community gets its fair share. And again, I'm not going to have a door. I'll have a doorway. Just come on in and talk. The ambulance district, I understand this is not a city thing, but I want to have close relationships, be able to have frank, honest discussions with anybody at any level of any service provider to the city of Trinidad. And so I want to make sure that we have mutually beneficial relationship with the district. I want to make sure that visitors and citizens of Trinidad have the best access to rapid response medical care and transportation. We'll meet regularly. I will attend your board meetings. Sometimes it'd be good if you invited me if there's anything that's on your agenda there. Sometimes just to get to know you a little better, okay, in the early days. And again, open door policy. Here's ways you can get a hold of me. Certainly you can go to my website. If you're not on Facebook, go to my website. That's why I'm doing both those things. Also a YouTube channel that you'll be able to see things on. But pat4trinidad.co, co4colorado.com. Facebook, all you have to do is search for Pat4, the number 4, Trinidad, and you'll find me there providing a lot of information. I'd like to think I'm providing more information than anyone has ever provided that's run for this office ever. And again, technology allows us to do that. Here's another way of contacting me. We can go old school and just use that telephone. This is earned gray hair, so I know how to use the telephone. Not a great texting guy. My kids will tell you that, but pretty good on the phone. And so again, just wanted to take a couple minutes to introduce myself, let you know kind of how I think, where my priorities would be, and be safe out there. We sure appreciate you.